Hi Sarah, hi Mom and Dad. We're just gonna create a video to demonstrate all the fun activities we're gonna do to keep you nice and strong. So just watch along, and whenever you need to go back, you can just rewind and watch it again. All right, so activity number 1, we're working on leg strength and the muscles in our legs so we can get Sarah hopping. So we just have a few balls and a little bucket. That's all you need to do this at home. We're gonna have the balls on the ground. We want Sarah to bend down, get those balls. We're using those leg muscles to do this. A nice squat, then get the ball, put the bucket high in the sky, get Sarah up on her toes, and then start over. So this is just keeping those muscles in her legs nice and strong. Those are the muscles we need to get her up and off the floor to hop around with her friends. And we're also promoting that weight shift. The next progression is to obviously get both feet up off the ground completely. So we'll show you a progression on the trampoline. So a progression of the activity we just showed you with the bucket and balls is with a tiny trampoline with a bar. This will just help promote the actual motion of a jump and a hop for Sarah. So we'll have Morgan get on the trampoline. And obviously Sarah's trampoline will fit her height. So we just want to have her start making the motion of a hop. So at first her feet may not come off the trampoline, and that's completely fine. This is just getting her muscles and her legs accustomed to the actual motion of a hop. As we build up the strength in the muscles and as we build up confidence in Sarah, the feet should begin to come off of the trampoline a little bit. And as we see that Sarah is having more fun, looking more confident, we want to go ahead and progress this even more by going ahead and taking one hand off that bar, building that confidence, letting Sarah know that she's got it, you got it, girl. And then we want to go ahead and take the second hand off, so now she is just fully hopping on this trampoline. So the trampoline is giving her confidence, is helping her muscles stay nice and strong, and soon she'll be hopping around with her friends. Next activity, we're going to do a little bit of balance, and it'll also work with some little bit of hip and leg strength. So what we're going to have Sarah do is you're going to buy or if you have a extra large pool noodle, you can cut it in half where the flat side is on the bottom, like we have here, this little blue one. And Mom or Dad, you can help her by holding her hand. Just make sure it's a light hand hold and not have her lean onto you. So you're going to have her place one foot on the beam, and so we're going to call it. And then she's going to bring her other foot next to it. And then she's going to try to balance on that one leg. So for her right leg here, she can go up on her toe. And then if that's too easy, you can lift that foot up and see how long she can hold it. For just a few seconds. Good. And we're going to do this on both sides. She can just switch. See how long she can hold it. Good. Alright, and then to progress this, if it's a little too easy for her, she can take that right foot here and step kind of in front on the side, and then she can step on the beam and stand all the way up and swing through with that other leg. Good. And again, we're going to do it on both sides, on both legs. Keeping a light handheld there. Good. Just walking, one foot on the balance beam and one foot on the floor. Nicely done.
So for this last activity, we're going to be working with coordination. This is going to primarily use legs, but then for our progression, we're also going to incorporate legs and arms. And for the materials, we're going to be using the bucket and the balls that we used from that first activity. And then we have 2 scooters, and you can find these on Amazon. So the reason that we have 2 scooters is because you can turn this into a very fun family activity and turn it into a race. So then Sarah is able to be involved and have fun with this activity. And competition is a very good way to keep a young child involved. So for the first activity, we're going to start with sitting down on the scooter. We're not going to involve the balls yet. That's going to be for our progression. And all I want you to get Sarah to do is use her legs to come towards the bucket. And you can have her swing her arms, anything like that, just to keep her moving. And then we're going to go backwards, still using those legs, making sure she's bending her knees. And we're going to grab the balls. Now this is our progression. You're going to keep the ball in the left hand. And just like we did before, bend those knees and scoot towards the bucket. And then once she's about a foot or 2 away from the bucket, have her switch to the right hand. You're going to shoot it into the bucket. There you go, and it may bounce out, that's totally fine. Just continue as you do. And then you're gonna race, go back to that second ball. Definitely let Sarah grab the ball so she stays involved. And then still gonna do the same thing, stop about a foot away and try to bounce it into the bucket. And you're just gonna continue to do this depending on how many balls are here with you, and then just try to keep her as independent as possible and make this activity fun.
Hi, Mom and Dad. So that is all we have for you this week. We've worked on some balance, we've worked on coordination, and we've worked on getting little Sarah to hop around. Next week we'll touch base on some transitions, but until then, we'll see you next week. Bye. Ready? All right, so
Hi, sweetie. Can we